In a time of heightened global uncertainty, the United States and the Philippines are stepping up like never before. This February, their joint military drills feature the iconic B-1B bombers and the sleek F-A-50 fighter jets, symbols of resilience and strategic might. With tensions simmering in the South China Sea and China's assertive actions making waves, these exercises showcase a powerful alliance ready to defend the region's sovereignty. Is this the start of a stronger Indo-Pacific, or are these drills a prelude to greater challenges ahead? In a show of force that underscores the depth of their partnership, the US and Philippine forces have brought out the big guns, literally. The B-1B Lancers, known for their speed and long-range strike capabilities, take center stage alongside the F-A-50 jets, the pride of the Philippine Air Force. These drills are not just about military prowess. They are a statement of commitment to freedom of navigation, regional stability, and the growing importance of Allied strength in an increasingly volatile Indo-Pacific theater. In a strategic move underscoring its commitment to maritime sovereignty, the Philippine Navy recently dispatched the BRP Domingo de Luana, PG-905, to monitor two Chinese naval vessels traversing the Basilan Strait. The People's Liberation Army Navy ships, a training vessel, BAO No. 83, and an amphibious transport dock, BAO No. 999, were observed on June 6, 2024. Upon challenge, the Chi-Jiguang, BN-83, responded, stating it was en route from Dili, Timor-Leste, to Dalian, China. This incident is part of a broader pattern of increased Chinese naval activity in the region. In January 2024, reports indicated the presence of 15 to 25 Chinese warships at Mischief Reef in the West Philippine Sea. Commodore Roy Vincent Trinidad, the Philippine Navy's spokesperson for the WPS, noted that such numbers are typical, emphasizing that it's normal seeing those many ships at any given time. The Philippines has also been proactive in collaborating with international allies to uphold maritime security. In August 2024, the nation participated in the first-ever multilateral maritime cooperative activity with Australia, Canada, and the United States in the West Philippine Sea. Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad addressed concerns over the presence of 3 Chinese warships during these drills, stating, "Not a cause of concern. We are also monitoring them. If they monitor us, we also monitor them."
Yes, these 3 warships passed through our archipelagic waters. They were tracked as they passed through starting from Bajo de Masinloc, although isa pa lang doon. This ship was joined by 2 others east of Mindoro, going through Cuyo Island and passing through Sulu Sea. This is all within our archipelago, within our archipelagic waters.
The Scarborough Shoal, a flashpoint in the South China Sea, has become a stage for a bold display of unity and resolve. In a historic move, the United States and the Philippines recently launched joint patrols in the region, sending an unmistakable message to Beijing about their commitment to maintaining freedom of navigation in contested waters. The Scarborough Shoal is a symbol of resistance, noted a U.S. Navy official, emphasizing the importance of these patrols in countering aggressive maneuvers. This move comes amid escalating tensions, with China fortifying its presence in the area through militarized reefs and aggressive fishing fleets, often referred to as its maritime militia. Philippine officials have repeatedly called these actions violations of their sovereignty, with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. asserting, "Our alliances must stand firm in protecting what is rightfully ours."
Let's make a deal with China. Stop claiming our territory. Stop harassing our fishermen and let them have a living. Stop ramming our boats. Stop water cannoning our people. Stop firing lasers at us. And stop your aggressive and coercive behavior.
The joint patrols also signal the growing strength of U.S.-Philippine defense ties, with assets such as U.S. Poseidon P-8, a reconnaissance aircraft, and Philippine F-A-50 jets taking part. The operation underscores the shared commitment to regional stability. With Scarborough Shoal at the center of this high-stakes game, these joint patrols are not merely military exercises. They are a declaration of intent in the face of maritime aggression. In the high-stakes chessboard of the South China Sea, China's recent subdued response to joint U.S.-Philippine patrols near Scarborough Shoal has sparked intense debate. Is Beijing recalibrating its strategy, or is this the calm before the storm? Historically vocal in asserting its indisputable sovereignty over the region, China's muted stance raises questions about whether this is a tactical retreat or a calculated pause to regroup and redefine its next move. Experts suggest this silence might be a temporary strategic pause. China's quietness isn't a sign of weakness, it's part of a broader strategy. This period of silence also comes as China faces mounting economic pressures and growing international pushback against its assertive maritime behavior. The joint patrols have further complicated Beijing's narrative of dominance in the region. According to Philippine Navy officials, these operations have been met with no immediate aggression from Chinese forces, a stark contrast to previous encounters marked by laser-pointing incidents and shadowing maneuvers. Whether this quiet is a prelude to diplomatic maneuvering or a pivot to more aggressive tactics remains unclear. For now, the world watches closely, waiting to see if China's silence is a tactical retreat to preserve face or a strategic pause before making its next bold move. In the heart of Southeast Asia, the West Philippine Sea has become a flashpoint of rising geopolitical tensions, a stage for power struggles, and a symbol of a nation's fight to reclaim its sovereignty. With the Philippines ramping up its defense initiatives and forging stronger alliances with global powers like the United States, the battle for control over these contested waters has taken on new urgency. The West Philippine Sea isn't just about territorial claims, it's about national dignity and security, remarked Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. during a recent address.
The Communist Party of China is the biggest destabilizer in the Indo-Pacific. There is no other. They are doing subversion, world subversion on a Cold War-like manner.
This renewed focus on sovereignty comes as China continues its aggressive expansion in the region, marked by the construction of artificial islands and the deployment of maritime militia vessels, often encroaching on Philippine waters. In response, the Philippines has launched a series of bold moves. Joint patrols with the U.S., enhanced naval capabilities, and the construction of strategic infrastructure on islands like Mavulis are signaling a decisive stand. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has emphasized that these measures are aimed at safeguarding the country's exclusive economic zone, EEZ, and ensuring freedom of navigation in the region. While these actions demonstrate a reclaiming of agency, they also carry the risk of escalating tensions with Beijing. Yet, analysts argue that the Philippines' proactive stance is a necessary step in countering China's gray zone tactics. As the West Philippine Sea remains a focal point of Indo-Pacific geopolitics, the world watches closely. For the Philippines, reclaiming sovereignty isn't just about territorial integrity. It's about securing its place in a rapidly changing global order. In a bold display of unity and preparedness, February 2025 marked the launch of large-scale joint military drills between the United States and the Philippines. These exercises, held in the shadow of escalating tensions in the South China Sea, underscore a shared commitment to regional security and the enforcement of international law. With the inclusion of advanced U.S. B-1B Lancer bombers, Philippine FA-50 fighter jets, and naval assets, the drills highlight a new era of military collaboration. This is not just an exercise, it's a message, stated Philippine Armed Forces Chief General Romeo Bronner Jr. Our partnership with the United States is a cornerstone of our defense strategy, especially as we face complex security challenges in our region.
We're happy that the United States has given us a lot of options, including that of joining or escorting us for the RORE. But as I said earlier, we are going to do we are going to do the mission unilaterally, we will depend on ourselves first, and we will try to exhaust all the options.
The drills are designed to improve interoperability between the two nations' forces, focusing on maritime domain awareness, aerial patrols, and amphibious operations. Taking place near Palawan, in the contested waters of the West Philippine Sea, these exercises also serve as a direct response to China's increasing militarization of the region. China, while not officially commenting on the drills, has previously criticized such activities as provocations. However, analysts argue that these drills are necessary for deterring aggression. The February 2025 drills are more than military maneuvers. They symbolize the Philippines' resolve to safeguard its sovereignty while contributing to a broader coalition aimed at maintaining peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. The waters of the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone have become a theater for escalating maritime tensions, raising critical questions. Are these freedom of navigation operations a commitment to upholding international law, or do they edge closer to provocation in the eyes of regional powers like China? As the Philippines intensifies its patrols in contested areas such as Scarborough Shoal and the Spratly Islands, joint naval exercises with allies, particularly the United States, have underscored a firm resolve to protect its sovereign rights. However, China views these patrols differently, often branding them as provocations that threaten its historical claims over the South China Sea. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning recently reiterated Beijing's stance, stating, "External forces stirring trouble in the South China Sea will not shake China's resolve to defend its territory."
中国在有关海域的活动合理合法，无可非议。美国不是南海问题的当事方，也无权介入中非两国之间的涉海问题。美菲军事合作不得损害中方在南海的主权和海洋权益，更不能以此为菲律宾的非法主张背书。中方将继续采取必要措施，坚定捍卫自身领土主权和海洋权益，维护南海的和平稳定。
The debate around freedom of navigation is a complex one. While international law, under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, guarantees freedom of passage, the overlapping claims in the South China Sea have turned legal provisions into points of contention. With Chinese maritime militia, vessels frequently shadowing Philippine and allied ships, the risk of miscalculation looms large. Defense experts argue that the Philippines' proactive stance is necessary to counter Beijing's salami-slicing tactics. Freedom of navigation patrols are not just symbolic. They're a practical assertion of rights under international law, said Greg Poling of the Asia Maritime Transparency Initiative. As regional and global powers keep a close watch on the Philippine EEZ, the question remains, will these operations lead to a rules-based solution, or are they setting the stage for greater confrontation in an already volatile region? In the heart of the Indo-Pacific, military drills are becoming more than mere exercises. They're a statement of intent. The recent high-profile joint drills between the Philippines, the United States, and other regional allies highlight a crucial shift in the balance of power and a renewed commitment to defending freedom and stability in one of the world's most contested regions. From the deployment of cutting-edge FA-50 jets by the Philippine Air Force, to the arrival of US B-1B bombers capable of delivering strategic strikes, these drills symbolize a recalibration of defense postures. Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. emphasized their significance, stating, "These exercises are not aimed at any one nation but are focused on ensuring stability, freedom of navigation, and the protection of our territorial integrity."
Where we can actually test our capabilities, which is not only what we need to be doing as an armed force. We need the resources in our exclusive economic zone and other areas where we have jurisdiction in order to sustain the future generation of Filipinos. It's not only a question of freedom of navigation.
The message is clear. The Indo-Pacific is no longer a playground for unchecked aggression. With the South China Sea serving as the epicenter of these tensions, The drills underscore a coordinated effort to counter Beijing's expansive claims and militarization of artificial islands. These drills also pave the way for new defense strategies. The Philippines is emerging as a pivotal partner in the region's security architecture, enabling more seamless integration of allied forces and enhancing rapid response capabilities. The exercises extend beyond combat readiness, including humanitarian aid scenarios and maritime law enforcement training, addressing the broader security challenges of the Indo-Pacific. But what do these drills truly mean for the future? Experts suggest they're setting the stage for a new security paradigm, one where partnerships among democracies act as a bulwark against coercion. Yet, they also risk escalating tensions with China, which has repeatedly condemned such activities as provocations. As the region braces for an uncertain future, these drills serve as both a deterrent and a declaration. The Indo-Pacific's security dynamics are shifting, and the actions taken today could determine the region's trajectory for decades to come. The evolving partnership between the United States and the Philippines has emerged as a cornerstone of Indo-Pacific security, particularly in the volatile South China Sea. With overlapping economic interests, shared democratic values, and growing military cooperation, the alliance is shaping regional geopolitics in ways that are both strategic and consequential. A recent case underscoring the alliance's effectiveness was the joint patrols in the West Philippine Sea in late 2024. The deployment of U.S. littoral combat ships alongside Philippine Navy frigates sent a strong message to Beijing after reports of Chinese militia vessels swarming Pag-asa Island, Thitu Island. The patrols showcased a well-coordinated effort, combining U.S. naval technology with Philippine territorial knowledge. Admiral Stuart Munch, commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, praised the operation. This collaboration demonstrates that our forces can effectively integrate to deter gray zone tactics while remaining aligned with international norms. China's response was muted but significant. While its state media dismissed the patrols as provocations, analysts noted a temporary reduction in Chinese militia activities in contested waters, a potential sign that the alliance's assertiveness was achieving its intended effect. Beyond military operations, the alliance is influencing economic and political dynamics. For instance, the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, between the two nations has paved the way for significant U.S. investments in Philippine military bases, including improvements in logistics and infrastructure. These developments are crucial for both defense and economic growth, creating jobs and fostering regional development. The alliance serves as a diplomatic tool. The Philippines has leveraged its strengthened ties with the U.S. to rally international support for its arbitral victory in the South China Sea dispute, which Beijing refuses to recognize. While the U.S.-Philippines alliance is a game-changer, it is not without challenges. Manila must carefully balance its relations with China, its largest trading partner, and the U.S., its oldest ally. Political shifts in either country could also impact the longevity of this partnership. As the U.S. and the Philippines deepen their collaboration, their partnership could serve as a blueprint for other nations facing similar challenges in the Indo-Pacific, transforming regional security and reshaping the South China Sea's geopolitical landscape. The U.S.-Philippines alliance is more than just a strategic partnership. It's a symbol of resilience and a shared commitment to upholding a rules-based international order. In an era of great power competition, this collaboration underscores the importance of collective defense and mutual support in preserving peace and stability in one of the world's most contested regions. As the South China Sea remains a critical flashpoint, the alliance sets a precedent for small and middle powers, standing firm with global allies to protect sovereignty and promote international law. Whether this partnership will bring long-term stability or provoke further regional tensions depends on its adaptability and resolve in the face of evolving challenges. For now, it represents a crucial step towards securing the Indo-Pacific's future. Thank you for tuning in to our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.